everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I have my overview for episode 6 of Agatha All Along, and the predictions I gave were all completely wrong. Ouch. Because this episode was actually a flashback episode for Billy, because we learned how Billy kind of came back to life. And it's very strange how it happened from what Agatha inferred, because during the events of WandaVision, William Kaplan, who was the original host of Billy's Body, I'll come to that in a few minutes, was actually having his bar mitzvah. Yeah. And then the hex that Wanda created started to disappear during the bar mitzvah. So everyone had to leave, go home, and stay indoors, because it was quite dangerous back then and no one really knew what was going to happen from one day to the next. So as soon as the hex started to act up, there was a general alert sent out for all people to go home. And we did see a couple of the witches make cameos during this flashback sequence. Firstly, we saw a Lillian reading William Kaplan's future, and then when William's car crashed, it was actually Alice who came to make sure he was still alive. She was a police officer, unfortunately he wasn't. Now, this got really interesting because as the hex started to disappear, obviously Billy and Tommy did as well. And it looks as if, in a last-ditch attempt to save his own life, Billy kind of went into William's body, thus becoming William and Billy at the same time. So we now have Billy inside William's body, and it looks as if, well, it's confirmed that William now has Billy's powers, although he is now Billy for all intents and purposes, they are now the same person. And then we see the first few months of Billy trying to get used to his new body and rediscovering how his powers work and how intense they are, because, boy howdy, we know from WandaVision they are powerful, because his main thing is he can read minds. And of course he is magical, so he does have other magical powers, but his main thing is mind reading. Throughout the episode, we see him become the Billy that we're more used to from this series, and then actually the end of the episode was the start of the first episode of Agatha All Along from Billy's perspective. So we see him kind of looking around the outside of Agatha's house, and then eventually going in, and then him eventually deciding to break the spell over Agatha and bring her back. And then we cut back to the present day on the Witch's Road. We see Billy and Agatha back together, albeit very, very begrudgingly. Billy really isn't very happy about Agatha's whole thing of, ruining her mother's life, getting him and his brother almost killed when the hex started to collapse. And the main reason Billy is on the Witch's Road is not to revive Wanda. No. It's to find Tommy. Yeah, he's going to try and revive his brother, or find his brother. But there was one other thing that happened in this episode, earlier on in the flashback sequence, and it was a cameo from Ralph. Yeah, remember him from WandaVision? Yeah, we kind of found out what's happened to him in the years since, and oh, that poor man. That poor man got screwed. I hope we see Ralph again at some point in the future, and I hope he's doing a bit better when we do see him next. But yeah, that's going to do it for my overview for episode 6 of Agatha All Along. I cannot wait for the final 2 episodes. Of course, they aren't doing a double bill finale. They are doing just 1 episode a week for next week and the week after, but then that's it. So, that'll do it for this video. So please, like the vid, subscribe to mine and Roxanne's channels. Her link is down in the description. My sub button is down there. Please click those, and then the bell icons to get both sets of our notifications. Comment as well, because why not? And let me know what you all think about this episode of Agatha All Along, and if you're looking forward to the final 2 episodes as much as I am, once you've done that too, please follow me on my social medias. They'll be down in the link tree in the description below. That is going to be Roxanne's website. And lastly, please do share this video with all your friends so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you all tomorrow with the pre-race roundup for the 2024 US Grand Prix. Goodbye!